Hello, YouTube. Fat Man Shooting. I don't ordinarily do reviews. Just not in my nature. It's not my kind of thing. But last year I picked up one of these Rothco M-65 field jackets. Years and years ago I had an M-65. I don't know who made it. It's probably some Chinese company or Indonesia or something, Taiwan, who knows. But it was comfortable, it was a nice coat, the liner was great, it was heavy, it was waterproof, you could roll around underneath the car, you get, it'd soak up 4 quarts of transmission fluid before it would drip, and, what a M65 should do. And, I bought this Rothco last year, and there's a video of me actually walking around in the woods, or, well, standing in the woods and trying to be seen. Anyway, the color isn't too bad on it. As you can see, it's pretty close as far as color to my, these are proper branded knockoff BDUs. And the color's close. Not perfect, but not too bad. But I guess as far as this jacket is concerned, anybody that's ever worn an M65 knows that the cuffs suck. But these cuffs suck especially. These are the worst cuffs I've ever seen, even compared to my last M65. These things are just crap. As all M65s are. They don't put enough Velcro material on there. So you can pull them in and latch them. But, I mean, unless you got Popeye's goddamn forearms, they're going to be loose. I'm sorry. Unless you have Popeye's forearms, they're going to be loose as hell on your hands. And it feels like shit. And then you walk around with just your fingertips sticking out. It's kind of like this. I can't do it, but you feel like a little kid wearing dad's clothes. So that kind of sucks, but all M65s are like that from my experience, but these are especially shitty. That's one complaint. The biggest complaint is the liner. It looks nice, does everything that a liner should do. It's warm. It's a liner. But here's what sucks. Let's go snowmobiling. Let's go skiing. Well, that's awesome. But if you're in the woods and you're trying to be quiet, that's not exactly a natural sound. I've watched this thing 10 or 12 times and it's still loud as hell. This is 3 times louder than my military sleep system, which is actually a sleeping bag that's supposed to be, well, maybe not supposed to be, but actually is a crunchy type sound, as most polyester sleeping bags are. Well, suck. But what's that old famous saying? It is what it is. I hate that saying. It's become way too popular anymore. But so I bought this coat off of eBay for like $90 with the liner, free shipping, $75, $80, $90, something like that. I thought I would put this up just, in case there's somebody thinking, deer season's coming up. Gotta stay warm. Turkey season's coming up, gotta stay warm, gotta stay hidden. It blends in very well with your background, as all woodland does, but the colors on this, the brown is not the correct brown, and the green is way too drab compared to real live actual military woodland. That doesn't help either. Real live military woodland, actual military issue. The green is very, very bright green. and the brown is a lot lighter, but it's a brown subdued brown, where this is just kind of a cocoa, is the way I would describe it. You know, like a little too much cocoa in the cup. You know, when you're making your Nestle Quick in the morning. Actually, man, that light is just making everything worse. But you can see how it's green, but it's not the correct green. And nor are the proper BDUs. They're way off too. That was something that always disappointed me. I've had these proper BDU pants here for, God, I don't know, 2 years. And they've been through the washing machine probably 3 or 4 times. When I do wash them, they're inside out. No fabric softener. And they always get left out to dry. Now, I've never ran them through the dryer. I have some, actually I don't even know where they're at, but I have a pair of the Urban camos, and those have been through the washing machine 100 times, and they show it. They're real light and faded. But anyhow, this coat has never been washed, and it did not even come close to matching these BDUs when I first got these pants. But after these pants have been washed, you know, half a dozen times, they're pretty close. But I guess if I bought just the Rothco pants, maybe the coat would match. But I don't like Rothco pants. But I gotta say, I'm not really overly impressed with the proper pants either. Look at this. Woohoo! What's that? Extra support. Sorry about the lens cap there. Nikon camera, what can you do? But that is actually not ripped. That is actually where it did not get stitched. Let me pull the zoom in here. This thing's got like a 240 power zoom. Yeah, you can see where the stitches are. And then they just stop. And that's the way they were when I got them. I didn't even realize it until after I wore them. And of course I wore them for like 4 days. And I'm not going to take them back to the Army surplus store smelling like a nutsack going, "Hey man, I got a hole in my crotch," because he just laugh at me and say tough shit. Just stick them up your ass. So, anyway, like I said, I don't really normally do reviews, but the coat in itself isn't too bad. The liner, like I said, sucks. And mine happens to be a 3X, and it is massive. I should have gone with like an extra large or possibly a 2X. Everybody said, "Oh, go with an extra size bigger. Go with an extra size bigger." Well, unless I'm wearing 14 flannels on underneath this thing, shit, it's still too fucking big. So, whatever size coat you wear, that's what size coat you wear. You know, it makes sense. Don't go 5 sizes bigger like they tell you. One thing that's kind of cool, I was surprised about, the hood is also woodland. Normally with these cheap Chinese coats and Indonesian coats, normally the hood is just plain old olive drab. But this is actually woodland, which is kind of cool. But you want to see something funny, you ought to see Melissa wear this coat. And if you guys have watched any of my camping videos, you've seen Mel. She's 5 foot tall, weighs 90 pounds, and she wears this coat. It goes down past her knees. It looks like she's wearing a robe. A big camouflage robe. But what can I say? You know, the name of this person that's running this show is Fat Man Shooting. So, but stay tuned, kids. Got some more camping videos coming up. Looking at picking up another 22. And I've seen about 1,000 reviews on it. So I figured, hey, what the hell, I'll pick one up. But that's not why I did it. I'm looking at a Mossberg 702 Plankster. I'm not planning on picking it up because of, you know, reviews I've seen, or because of 22 Plankster, you know, the web channel, or excuse me, YouTube channel or anything like that. I saw it at Walmart for $100. I said, man, I can't pass it up, so I threw it on the good old layaway. Because I don't believe in credit card debt. I live 100% cash. I have zero debt, so not too bad for a 40-year-old fat dude. But anyway, nothing like a 45-minute review of a $100 coat, but I can't tell you what to do with your money, but if I had it to do over again, I would not buy a Rothco coat. I would not buy proper BDUs. I would find someone else, a different company. Oh, I know it's kind of like a 2-for-1, but there you can kind of see it. These things fuzzball like crazy. They're fuzzy. I've never seen. There, you can see it right there. These fuzzball. Now my urban camos, the white ones, those look fine. I mean, other than the fact that they bleached out really bad, but that was my fault, hot washing with fabric softener, and because the first time I wore them, they were so freaking hard, and I said, well, I'll just throw a little fabric softener. Whoops. Well, now my urban camos are now just white and gray. But anyway, I wouldn't waste the money on these again. Not really impressed with them. But that's my experience. Yours may differ. And you know, take this little bit of advice however you want. You can tell me to shove it up my ass. I don't care. But oh, I forgot to say too, there are waist ties. If you're big and fat like me and you're looking at a 3X coat, you don't have a goddamn waist, so there's no sense in even worrying about it. But if you're one of them little skinny bastards that run around that weigh 150 pounds, one of those little waist things would probably be fancy for you, make you look like a German running around. So, alright, I guess that's about it. So, Merry Christmas! See